All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to do Scorpio's weekly love tarot card reading. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. I read personal readings live. It's going to be on Sundays now. Well, I can still do Thursdays, Sundays and Thursdays. So that information is in the description box below. It's the same link. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Scorpio 1 for the week. Those of you that are new, you got to sing for your supper on this channel. And what that means is you got to watch the videos if you want your video first, okay? All right, so this week, last week it was Capricorn that won. This week it is Scorpio that won. So congratulations to my Scorpions. Okay, hold on. Look, we got to sharpen the stakes. We got to get the holy water. I had to call the priest. Let's go ahead and do this Scorpio reading, okay? All right, let's see. I want to do an oracle card. Let me see. I'm going to do something different. Let me do it differently. I'm going to do an oracle card, but I'm going to do it differently. Differently than the way that I normally do it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pull 3. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is for Scorpio spirit. What is the weekly love message for Scorpio, please? What is it that you need them to know? All right. Okay. Okay, so this is confirmation, because when I was just talking to you and I was shuffling this deck, the deck that I'm about to use to read, I had the star fall out of it. So Spirit is telling you you're about to get your wish. It's showing up again in this deck. It says stars aligning, right? Your divine masculine or divine feminine, your divine counterpart is about to show up in your life. That's what Spirit is saying. And ooh, it's going to be a lot of sexy times, baby. A lot of sexy times going on, okay? All right. So this person, they're with you in the 5D. I keep telling y'all have to understand, Scorpios. This is everybody collectively, okay? Whether you're a Scorpio sun or not. What Spirit is telling you is that it's a lot going on in the 5D, okay? It may seem like it ain't shit going on for some of y'all in the 3D, but there's a lot going on in the 5D. That's why you're getting all these messages. That's why a lot of you are dreaming about your person. That is why it just seems to be a lot of energetic activity, but you may not realize a lot of things in the 3D, okay? So that's why we have all these events that are occurring in the readings when I read, because there is stuff going on. It's just not here. It just hasn't started to show up here yet, but it will eventually come. That's what Spirit is telling you. So we have knight in shining armor here. Remember, nobody is coming to rescue you, okay? You are rescuing yourself. This person is coming to be with you, okay? A lot of romantic dates. Somebody got anger issues. If it's you, Scorpio, you need to deal with it, but this could be talking about the dusty and crusty, right? Because you about to get wined and dined, right? And you're about to have a tower moment in your life. Okay, so the 3 cards that fell, look at there. Look at that shit there. It says equal love, right? So this is going to be an equal love, equal give and take situation between you and this person. Like I said, I feel like neither one of you have ever had that before. This is something that you've always dreamed of. And so Spirit is pretty much clarifying that that is what is about to happen. Okay? Hold on. Let's clarify them. Okay, look, so you're going to be breaking free from a lot of those old paradigms, a lot of the ways you used to live, right? A lot of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that you're healing from is going to break you out of the old cycles. And look at what's clarifying equal love is living large, right? So I told you, as you heal, as you work on yourself, this is what's going to give you the jackpot. I hear, come on down from what is it? The Price is Right. That's what I hear. I hear the music. So for some of y'all, that's what this is. Spirit is saying, you did your healing, Scorpio. Come on down. So they're telling you, This is what's going to happen. But if you don't do no healing, don't expect no fucking house. Don't expect no car. Don't even expect your person. I tell y'all this all the time. And you know I'm going to keep it real. Because we don't fucking sugarcoat here. Look at this shit. I can't fucking make it up. Soulmates. It says deep love, unity, connection. You have all this beautiful stuff coming your way. You're going from being in relationships where you're abandoned all the time, left out. Okay? Left in the cold, walked away, treated all kinds of fucked up, into walking into exactly what it is that you want with your person. Look at how these people are looking at each other. They don't see no fucking body else. They like in their own little bubble. And this is what is about to occur for a lot of you, but you gotta do your damn work. You gotta eat your damn Wheaties. Like I tell you, people gotta eat their Wheaties before they come up in your energy. You gotta eat yours so you can hunker down and do this work that you need to do so you can show up the way you need to show up to receive this blessing that is coming together for you, okay? Hey, Pedro, how you doing? I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad you got to catch a live. So, Spirit is telling you to get in this connection with this person. It is going to require you to cut off a lot of fucking people, a lot of events, a lot of places that are dragging you down is what I hear in my head, okay? All right, let's clarify. Yeah, see, it's that motherfucker with the fake profiles who like to watch you and say all kinds of, all kinds of crazy shit. The one that's gossiping about you with other people. It could be the new person that watches you as well, because I feel like they do. But we're not talking about cutting them off. We're talking about cutting out the riffraff, taking out the trash, getting rid of the clowns, okay? All right, this next card we have here, see, this person wastes a lot of money. Some of y'all could be frivolous with your money too, and this could be Spirit telling you you need to, trim the fat. You gotta budget, right? So Spirit is telling you you have good karma coming your way, but you gotta show up the way that you need to show up, Scorpio, if you want this to happen. Because look what's on the bottom of the deck. Can't make it up. Okay, wedding day. All right, let's start the rest of the reading. I like this. I'm claiming this shit already because I'm Scorpio too. I'm claiming it. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you. All right. So we're going to do a no contact tarot card spread today and see what the messages are going to be. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and pull these things. Okay. This is the first one. Okay. Then where is Scorpio emotionally? Okay, so I hear Joe singing in my head, better days, doom, 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 better days. That's what they're saying. Okay, so we have Six of Swords showing up here as the initial card, right, in the overall energy pile. So it's talking about, tranquility, you stepping into a place of peace. This can talk about, resolving conflicts, overcoming certain hardships. This is about you moving from rough waters into calmer waters, right? And I feel like it's about time. So for a lot of you, it's about going from instability into stability, okay? All right. We got the Magician showing up here. This is Spirit telling you you have all the skills, tools, and abilities that you need to create the life and love you desire. You've always had them. You've just given your power away to people and places and things outside of yourself, thinking that held the key. But I told you, you cannot change the outside by doing things in the outside, right? Like I told y'all when we did the live, there was this thing on YouTube where the person was saying, if in one of the videos, I can't remember, just was something I was browsing, I was reading the titles, and one of the titles was like, if you want to change your monetary situation, or you want to change your finances, heal your fucking self. It's not about you. Like I say, people don't understand that. It's not about you moving a kind of way or doing something. That's why you can buy a course and your best friend can buy the same course and you'll have different results because you got certain things that are holding you back, and your person, your friend, has different things that are holding them back. And once you realize that, you realize the key, all you got to do is apply the knowledge, right? We always talk about that because it's not knowledge that's power, it's applied knowledge that's power. That's why we talk about solutions on here, because This ain't gonna be some channel where years on down the road you still don't have your person and you still trying to, oh, I've been waiting and if you do what spirit is asking you to do, you'll get your person in a timely manner, but it's going to be in divine timing. But what you got to understand is you are not in control of the situation. The only thing you're in control of is what you do with yourself. This is about you bettering yourself so you can have better days. Okay. All right. So we got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's in the upright. This is Sagittarius energy because I have a lot of Scorpios in my collective that have Sagittarius placements and vice versa. Okay. So with this Wheel of Fortune, it is talking about, you know, everything, you having good luck, you having destiny, like it's destined for you and this person to come together. But just because something is destined, it doesn't mean you get to sit there and look cute and, oh, they gonna show up, they just gonna come rescue me. No, it ain't that type of party. You gonna have to rescue yourself, and then that's when your person's gonna come in. Okay. All right, so let's clarify. Hold on one second. Okay, why is there confusion here, Spirit? Why is this here? Okay, a lot of y'all, we talked about this before. A lot of you may be confused. It's one of the cards, the first card that fell. It says confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. You might not be sure about how this is going to play out because you are not in control. I keep telling you, take your hands off the wheel, right? But I keep telling you, this is manifestation 101. And in manifestation 101, everybody is supposed to understand that all you're supposed to do is show up ready, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do the work you need to do to show up ready to clear out whatever negative thoughts and limiting beliefs you have. So see, these people that's been talking about they've been waiting for their person for years, they still got shit they need to clear out and they're not doing it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, because it could be something that don't even have nothing to do with relationships that's blocking you. Okay, it could be something to do with your family. It could be something to do with a friend that betrayed you or stabbed you in the back, a frenemy. Okay, it could be anything. It's up to you to investigate and to figure out what your shit is and look at your life and see what the hell is happening as you do that. Okay, so what I'm trying to get you to understand is you just supposed to show up. Spirit's gonna do their part. You gonna do your part by healing yourself and working on yourself and getting your life in order. And like I told you, when you're your best self, then Spirit's gonna come in with your person. All right. And so you're not supposed to know how. You're not supposed to know when. You're not supposed to know any of that stuff. That's not for you to do. That spirit side of the equation. Okay. All right. So we also got emotional safety here. So it says you don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This is a connection that holds you with care. So Spirit is telling you all you got to do is heal yourself. You know, get your life in order and show up as yourself as your authentic self, and your person's going to show up. You're going to have a new beginning, right? It says try again, a new direction, starting over. Okay, so hey Goldilocks, how you doing? So we have, for the first placement, we're looking at where you are emotionally beneath what you tell yourself, right? So a lot of you, I feel like, are working on yourself with the Ten of Swords reversed. This is talking about you releasing pain. You're trying to end the suffering, right? You're trying to pull all them damn swords out your back. Because like I told you, a lot of us got, hell, we don't have 10. We got like fucking 20, 25, 50 swords where people that's done shit just one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's like one person do this, then another person do this, and another person do that. And then people wonder why you show up the way that you do, right? But we can no longer use that as an excuse, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so it's about, you know, the fact that some of you been holding on to this shit for a long time, and it's time for you to let it go, because you can't be bitter Betty or bitter fucking Bob and think you finna get in a relationship with somebody and it's gonna be healthy. Okay, whatever anger you holding on to, you know, a lot of us do that because we think we're able to protect ourselves by hanging on to that anger, but you don't. All you do is stonewall yourself. You brick wall yourself off from other people who need to be let in when the time is right. Okay. All right, so then we also have the Nine of Coins here. And it's talking about, you know, you learning your self-worth, you learning how to stand in your power and know your worth. And then this is my bachelor or bachelorette card. So a lot of you are, you know, doing what spirit is asking you to do when it comes to that. You're, you know, you're single, okay? But I told you it's not a curse. This is a blessing because you need this time to get yourself together, because look at what's coming. Well, look at what spirit is telling you. This is the Page of Cups, right? Messenger of Cups in this deck, and it's talking about romantic gestures, right? Like somebody coming towards you. For some of you, could be an apology. Like I said, if you've had a falling out with this person, that could be what it is. Because some of you already know who your soulmate is, and something may have gone wrong, right? But I feel like the reason why that happened was it was to show you certain things and to show your person certain things, okay? Because sometimes, I told you, sometimes relationships are like that. Sometimes people will be put into your life and you won't know for the fucking life of you why this person is here. And then when you look back on it, and hindsight is 2020, you're like, oh, it was because of that. Okay? So for others of you, this is just talking about your soulmate coming into your life with a love offer. And then I think for everybody else, with that damn Dusty and Crusty, this motherfucker gonna come in with that damn fake apology, thinking you stupid, and you not gonna realize what the hell going on. Okay? All right, so there's a Hangman, Pisces energy. I tell y'all this all the time. Ask yourself, what are you not letting go of? What people are still in your life that need to go, right? It's like I hear that, what's that when people close, when companies close down, stores close down, brick and mortar stores, they say it all must go. That's what Spirit is telling you. It all must go. You can't pick and choose who the fuck you want to stay in your life. If they are unhealthy and you are getting the intuitive hit, or your spiritual team is telling you to let it go, you need to let it go. Some of y'all are stone cold ignoring what the fuck your spiritual team is telling you. So they telling my spiritual team to tell you, let it go. Okay? Like I told you, I keep telling you, the universe abhors a vacuum. And what that means is if you make space in your life for new people, they're going to come in. But you'll never know if you don't let go of the old people. You got to stop being afraid. Because what you should be fucking afraid of, Scorpio, is being with the wrong, entertaining the wrong people for the rest of your life, getting backstabbed for the rest of your life, right? Not having people abandon you. Where is it? Oh, it ain't even on the bottom of the deck because I shuffled it. Having people abandon you for the rest of your fucking life, or you being in relationships where you giving and giving and giving, and other people are taking and nobody's giving to you. You should be afraid of that fucking shit. You should be afraid of somebody stepping on your toes, that are not having your best interests at heart. Those types of things are the things that should scare you, not that shit hanging on to some motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. See, we like to find comfort in fucked upness, and it's time for that to end. Okay? Because you know some people that say it's a saying, better the devil you know than the one you don't. Not in this case. Not in this case. Because at the end of the day, you still getting fucked. It don't matter if you know the person or not. You still getting fucked. Okay? All right. So we have setting the record straight. So this could talk about the new person. It could also talk about that Dusty and Crusty. I'm gonna have to clarify to see, because I don't know which one Spirit wants to focus on. Let me see. One more, Spirit. Okay, again, it's fakety fake, right? It's fakety fake. The person that likes to keep you in the dark, right? Now they ass is in the dark, right? Because you don't want nothing to do with them. So this is about them, you know, I guess putting down the fake profile and finally coming towards you to see what the hell is going on. Because I told you they watching you, but now they like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna have to go towards them, because they realize that the importance that they thought they had in your life, or they may have had in your life in the past, they don't have it anymore. Okay? So now they're coming in to try to fix some shit, and it's too little too late. Okay? All right. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the silent message. What your person's silence is actually saying. We talk about the new person. So Page of Pentacles, like this person is gearing up. This is a earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart towards Virgo Capricorn. This person is gearing up for the both of you to be in a long-term, stable, and committed relationship together, right? But then you also got this other motherfucker that's flipping out. What did I just say? They come back with a fake apology, right? Just the other one. The other one is coming back with a fake apology to try to distract you from the new love offer you have from your new person. Okay? All right. Yeah. See, we got stressed. Look, this is the Dusty and Crusty. They stressed and they damn hopeless because they know this shit ain't gonna work. They know that they have to be genuine, and that word don't mean nothing to this type of person. Okay. All right. The next thing we're gonna take a look at is the unseen obstacle. So it says, what's really keeping you and the new person apart? Let's see. This is gonna be interesting. This card, Spirit. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups showing up here. Again, this Pisces energy, and it's talking about, somebody coming in with a love offer, and it could be attached to an apology. So for some of you, we waiting on the Dusty and Crusty to show up with this fake shit, right? With this fake apology. This could also be talking about the fact that some of you have not closed out certain things that you need to, or it could be saying we're waiting on this person to bring the closure, right? For you to create your own closure by telling this old Dusty and Crusty that they can take that, here, take this job, man, shove it, that I ain't working here no more. That country song that they play in my head. So Spirit is telling you that your job being this person's doormat, you like they can take it and fucking shove it, right? You can take your fake apology and wipe your ass with it. That's what Spirit is saying. So this is about, instead of taking shortcuts, about you closing out the cycles you need to close out when you need to. Because like I told you, I always keep telling y'all, it's applied knowledge. You can know something all day long. And we love to sit up and say, hey, when we watch other people, if I was in that situation, I would do this, and that. But you don't ever really know until you're actually in that situation. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Okay? All right, the next thing we're going to say, they bringing out the damn country on my ass today. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is the unseen obstacle. So it's not the unseen obstacle. I'm sorry. The mirror of growth. What this separation is teaching you. Let's look. Okay, it's teaching you two different things, right? It's teaching you to figure out who your fucking frenemies are, who the people are in your life that you need to walk away from. And it says fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. And it's also with the Fuego card, it's teaching you what a real relationship is. Because I hear this love. That's Mary. I can't catch the rest of the words. That's just all they playing in my head is that one part of the line. So we have isolation. Okay, look, we have isolation here with the Hermit reverse, and we also have excess showing up here. So I feel like Spirit is talking about, with this old person, what they represent, this frenemy card. Okay, this, like, for a lot of you, it is talking about the Dusty Crusty, but it could be talking about other Dusty Crusties too, because it doesn't just have to be romantic, right? So Spirit is saying that this is about the difference between somebody who they revel in excess. This is somebody that overdoes everything, drinking, drugs, partying, all the things that they do, right? Because I hear that my girl wants to party all the time. Then we got Fuego, which is talking about your new person, right? Things heating up between the two of you. And we have the isolation card, which is the Hermit. So Spirit is telling you with the Hermit, this is about you realizing with the Hermit card that you're not always going to be alone. Some of you are in isolation, but you need to get out into the world to open yourself up, because the new person is not going to come knock on your door. That's what they're telling you. Some of you are over, what is the word? You are isolating yourself, and you are creating this situation where you feel like you're lonely because you've shut yourself off from everybody, and you can't do that and expect your life to be better, okay? Because they say that something about when we are in like a long-term isolation, it does things to our brain in a way that's not healthy, okay? That's no bueno. So I'm saying all of this to say, if you want to have a love relationship and stuff like that, you have to understand that you're not gonna just sit up in the fucking house and this person, like I said, is gonna knock on your door. We're not doing that. What this is talking about, good morning, Missy. What this is talking about is the fact that you have to get out and live your life. You have to show spirit. I keep telling you that you don't need somebody to have a good time, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good morning to you. Happy Monday to you too. You don't have to get out. And what I was going to say, ooh, I dropped the channel. Hold on one second. You don't have to, I can't remember what the hell I was saying. Okay, so anyway, what I'm saying is you're going to have to get out on your own. You don't have to be in a relationship. That's what it is. You don't have to be in a relationship. Thanks, Spirit. You don't have to be in a relationship with somebody in order to have a good time. You don't need to be in a relationship with somebody for your life to be complete. You complete yourself. I keep telling you, you are everything. You are everything. That's why people keep, when they put a lot of power, or they give their power to a lot of outside circumstances, and they finally get those things, the money, the cars, the clothes, the houses, and things like that, they wonder why they still feel empty. And the reason why they feel empty is because they're not cultivating what's going on the inside. They thinking these things on the outside are where it's at, but it's not. It's what's inside is where it's at. And I know that don't sound like the answer you want to hear or whatever, but I got to give you the fucking truth. It ain't always gonna be the answer you want to hear, right? But it's the thing that's gonna get you to what it is that you want. Hey Connie, how you doing? Okay, so the next thing we're gonna take a look at is, what are we at? Okay, what your gut already knows. That's what we're gonna look at. Let's see. Okay, your gut already knows. Look, with the high priestess Pisces energy, right? That you need to listen, listening to your intuition. It already knows the answers. That's what I feel like Spirit said. So Spirit is saying, are you going to listen to it, right? With the high priestess in the upright, because it fell like this. Are you going to listen to it with it upright, or are you going to ignore it and keep it all in and not head in the direction that you need to head in? Because I told you, your intuition already knows the way to your person, just like your person's intuition already knows the way to you. And it has to do with the both of you taking your hands off the wheel and allowing whatever needs to happen, right? And then look, your gut already knows material attachment is not going to fulfill you spiritually. That's what your gut already knows too. Okay? And it's been trying to tell you this, right? Because like I said, I'm not saying having money don't make your life better. I would never sit here and tell you, having all these things we want to have, the houses and the cars and things like that, will not make your life better. But all y'all know that. You remember when you from a little kid, right? In Christmas, when you ask for a specific present for Christmas, right? And when Christmas comes and you get that present and you rip off the paper and you like, it's what I asked for, you all excited for about a fucking hour, maybe an hour, if that, right? Or a few minutes for a lot of you, right? And then after that, you like, what's next? Where's the next present? That's why you always see little kids they ask for things, right? And they get all these presents for Christmas. And because my niece used to do that. She would get her present and she would rip all the paper off and she'd be like, oh. And then she'd be like, okay, but what's that there? It's like you think that these things are gonna fulfill you, and then when you get them, you like, it's not giving me what I asked for. So then maybe I just need to go to the next thing. But your gut is telling you no. It is what is inside. That is the only thing on this earth that is ever going to fulfill you the way that you want it to. And so that is why it is so important for you to have this time by yourself, so you can understand that, so that when your person comes in, you don't feel like okay, what's next, right? You're not going to feel like that because you've taken the time to fulfill yourself with what's really fulfilling. And so then when the things come, when the money comes, when the houses come, when the cars come, you're already fulfilled, and these things are just like icing on the cake, or the cherry on top, or the whipped cream on top. Because remember, I keep telling you, you and your life and your relationship with yourself, that's the Sunday, and all the other little stuff are just the little things on top. Okay? All right. So here we go. We got this paranoid sucker, right? That's cautious, insecure, guarded, okay? This is somebody that's clearly an example of what I tell you, because they do everything in excess, right? We just talked about that with the Nine of Cups reversed, right? Because I keep telling you, this is what this card is saying. When the Nine of Cups reversed, Spirit is pretty much saying anything in excess is too much, right? Too much of anything is no good, right? So I'm saying all this to say this person is a clear example of that, right? So they got all these things. They party all the time. They out here with all these people all the time. They doing this all the time, spending money, doing this, doing that. And so what is happening to them now? They're broke. They don't have you to siphon off of anymore. And so now they having to come back and, you know, eat that crow in order to try to get you to come back into their lives. But like I told you, it's not even real. Nothing about this person's life is real. All of this shit is what do they call it? Smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. Okay? There's just the lies. They for a lot of you, they may even try to parade themselves and their lives and the people that are in their lives in front of you to try to get you to feel some type of way, because they're pissed that you went away and they can't make you come back. Okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to take a look at is talking about where you need to go, what you need to do to find peace when you're not in contact with this new person that's coming into your life. So we got the Eight of Wands, right? So this can talk about communication, but let me see what kind of communication they're talking about. Yeah, it is. It's within, Pedro. It is. Hold on. Okay, so what Spirit is telling me with these two cards here, we got the Eight of Wands here, right? We also have the Squad card. It says reconciliation, soul, tribe, and close friends, right? And then we also have the Bluff card. So I feel like Spirit is saying it's time for you to take your masks off. That's what you need to do, okay? Because we're talking about how to find peace, right? Being your authentic self, okay? Understanding that what you want in terms of friends, in terms of chosen family, in terms of, you know, your lovers, they're all coming, right? Communication is coming, manifestation is coming. It's coming quicker than you know it is, but this is about you getting ready by being your authentic self. Spirit is telling you that's where you're going to find peace, by being your authentic self, because some of y'all haven't been, you've been performing, right? We all been doing that because we were taught by our caregivers and the environments we grew up in that we needed to do that in order to go along, to get along, right? But we're adults now, and it's our own environments that we're creating. And if you want a healthy one, you're going to have to learn how to be yourself. Because I told you, somebody that's loving the fucking mask you wearing don't really love you, okay? And that's what we all been striving for, to be in a relationship with somebody where they truly love, you know, me for who I am. They truly love Scorpio for who Scorpio is. And they don't listen to that bullshit that other people say, because you got to listen to it like, you got to look at it like this. If somebody is talking shit about you, and then there are people that are picking up what other people are putting down, and they're believing that stuff, and it's causing them to stay away from you, you ain't losing shit, Scorpio. Let's just be honest. You're not losing nothing. Because anybody that will believe some hearsay somebody says, instead of stepping into something with you and seeing what it's like to be in a relationship with you or getting to know you, then that's letting you know right there that that person is very fucking shallow and you're dodging a bullet by not dealing with them, okay? Because that's why I keep telling you this is what this is about. A lot of y'all are afraid to take off these masks because you think that if you show somebody who you truly are, they gonna fucking run away. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. There will be people when you when you do that, they will. And so you need to prepare yourself for that by saying, again, like I told you earlier, you dodged a bullet if the person is gone, because we looking for the ride or dies. We looking for the people like us, right? So we looking for the people like us. I told you, sometimes you're gonna have to kiss a lot of fucking frogs to get the princess or the prince that you want, right? Or the loving friends, or the, you know, beautiful chosen family that you want. Sometimes you're gonna have to go through these people and weed through them. But the good thing about it is, every time you have to go through this, your discernment gets sharper, right? Your intuition gets sharper. You know how to rely on what you're being told, right? And not listening, because I keep telling y'all, don't be listening to what the fuck somebody's saying. Watch how they fucking moving, because anybody, there's people out here, you know that, like with the dusty crusty, you know they fucking lying, right? How you know they lying? You know that the meme, the fucking joke, how do you know they're lying? And their lips are moving. So you know this, right? And so knowing this, I tell you, watch what somebody fucking do. And that's going to tell you everything you need to know. Okay? All right. The last thing we're going to look at talks about what is possible, what's going to, you know, what could possibly or probably happen down the road. Hey, Sexy D, how you doing? So there, look, again, there's the star. I told you the star flipped out of the other deck. This is the third time it's showing up. You had it here in this deck when I told you stars are aligning, and this is the third time it's coming up, Scorpio. So Spirit is telling you 3 times in this reading that what you want is coming. Again, it's Aquarius energy, right? I hear I'm wishing on a star. That's what I hear. Brenda K. Starr sings that song. And so with this is talking about you needing to heal and prepare yourself, because look at that. I didn't even see this. This dropped on the thing here. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Up underneath this, what dropped with the star was the Ace of Damn Cups. So Spirit is telling you, prepare, heal yourself, and prepare for, you know, learn to make sure you're learning how to love yourself so you can get ready for this new relationship and for your wishes to come true. Okay? All right. Let's see. Okay. We got not talking. It says you aren't communicating your needs clearly, Scorpio. You need to discuss how you feel. You got to open up look. Spirit is saying, open up your yap. You need to open up your yap, because you know that saying, closed mouths don't get fed, right? So if you want something, you want things to play out a certain way, you got to stop being afraid to take up space. You got to stop being afraid to state how you feel, to make your needs known, because a lot of you have sucked yourself in and you're afraid to say anything because you scared you're going to run people off. But I keep telling you, run them off, baby, because if they going to go, they was going to always go. And you need to know that so you can start to find the authentic people in your life. But in order to find them authentic people, Spirit is telling you, you have to take off this fucking mask. You're going to have to stop pretending to be what the fuck you are not. You're going to have to stop doing it, because I told you, they're going to send people to you, okay, to test you on a regular basis, have people say things to you about the way you showing up and stuff like that to see how you react, okay? And Spirit is always advocating you stand up for yourself, okay? This ain't no shit where we just allowing people to continue to treat us the way that they treated us. No. Okay? Because I don't know why Spirit is bringing this up, but I guess we got to talk about it. I remember, this was a while ago, I was watching another reader, and she was saying this about Scorpio. She was saying, this was her opinion. She was saying that Scorpios, a lot of the Scorpios she know, take a lot of shit off of people. And then she says, but like as she continued to read further on, because I had watched her for a while, as she continued to read, she said, but y'all getting tired of that. Y'all stopping and doing that and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, We got to stop doing that. We got to stop allowing people to put us in a fucking box and be like, this is who you are, and you just need to be like this because that's what makes other people comfortable to be around you. And I'm like, if I got to box myself up and be uncomfortable for you to be comfortable, you can get the fuck on. Like I told you, I keep trying to tell you, you got to look at how dangerous it makes you to not give a fuck and just to let anybody go. Because I'm telling you, even the people that I have good relationships with, they know at any fucking time Leigh could walk away if I'm not showing up the way that I need to show up. Okay, so that puts everybody on they fucking P's and Q's. And this is not about having somebody walk on eggshells, but this is about having somebody recognize that if this relationship is important to them, they need to fucking show up the way that they supposed to show up. Like I said, I ain't saying you ain't supposed to too. You're supposed to do the same thing. But like I said, we all know that the majority of us, that's what we do. We show up the right way. But it's the other people that want to hem and haw and pick and choose and decide what the fuck they gonna do and what the fuck they ain't gonna do. And so like I told you, as soon, I don't care if it's your fucking soulmate, I don't care if it's your mama, I don't care if it's your daddy, I don't care if it's your goddamn cousin, 16 times removed, if they are not showing up the way that you are showing up, you got some fucking explaining to do. You got some decisions to fucking make, okay? Because it's going to continue to go that way if you don't set your boundaries and let these people know that it's a new fucking day, all right? It's what I hear. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. That's what Spirit is playing in my head. So it's a new everything, and so you gotta start to show up in the right way. If you want other people to show up in the right way, you cannot be afraid to put your foot down and say, hey, if you're not gonna meet me in the middle, you gotta goddamn go. Because I keep telling you, Spirit is showing you with this situation that if you don't meet them when it comes to this destined relationship with this person, you can kiss it goodbye. I keep telling you, if you don't do what you need to do, you don't show up the way you need to show up, if you don't take care of yourself the way that they're asking you to, you will not get any of these things that I'm talking about. If you go back to that old fucking person and you keep entertaining the bullshit, you will be stripped of everything. Those of you that are new and don't and have never heard me read before, I'm telling you, go back to that old person if you want to and watch out what happens. Watch what happens. Okay. So we got no good ones. It says there is someone out there for you, Scorpio. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. There are people out here, but we got to get up off our asses and stop fucking being lazy and do what we need to do. You know what you got to do. No, nobody want to do it. Yes, you get tired of it, but it's life, okay? This is not a life. You didn't sign up for a life where you get to fucking lounge, you get to go to the damn beach or go to the fucking pool and chill out for all of your life and have lots of money and have all these things and not have to work towards anything. This is just our life. It's what we signed up for. If you want the rewards that are waiting on the other side, you have to do the work. Okay? All right. Let me get one more. Okay, not committed. It says always chasing or being chased. You must be willing to commit to one person, but this got to do with the motherfuckers that you're chasing, right? Or the ones that are chasing you. You got to make better choices, Scorpio. You got to realize how valuable you are and not allow people to just be showing up in your energy any kind of way. Stop being accepting of that. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, let's get the messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, we have, I can't keep going on without you. All right. Then we have, I want to make you mine. All right. Okay, it says you're mine forever and ever. Okay. All right, let's get this oracle card and close it out. Ooh, you got a whole bunch of them. Okay, Spirit, that's too many. Hold on, I'm gonna let you choose. Okay, those two. Okay, then we got this one. Got to make sure because it got some nudity on some of these cards. It says, criticizing one another only leads to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, so the same thing, just like you want people to accept you for who you are, you got to do the same thing. You got to give your person that same grace. Okay. Then we got this one. Can't show you this because it's got some stuff on it. It says healing, right? So it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed in this very moment. Okay. All right, Scorpio, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. When I read live, if you want to be read personally live after that, it's the same link. You can sign up for it in advance. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love y'all, Scorpio. Bye.